Okay. Hopefully all this is going live shortly. I'm going to play a little bit of For Honor. I have not had a chance to do this yet. I did pre-order the game, but I never got around to actually doing the beta, and now they're doing the open beta. I'll play a little bit of it. I have no idea how many people actually jump on. This is kind of an unannounced stream. I'm just kind of doing it. I will, of course, have a bit of difficulty looking at live chat. I'll try to glance over every once in a while, and so I'll try to respond to people, but doing this solo, playing a game and reading live chat is nigh impossible. And I'm really just going to be messing around with the game a bit. Since this is mostly multiplayer, I'm just going to be screwing around. I have not really played this game. I got it to launch last night and messed around with it a bit, but I wanted to kind of wait to give my real impressions while I'm playing it on a live stream. I think it is going to be my intent when the game comes out to live stream this over maybe Twitch. Maybe I won't always do this to the YouTube stream. I haven't made a decision yet, mostly because I think I might end up live streaming the game in its the solo campaign at the very least. So yeah, I'm gonna try to give this a go. Since I haven't played it, I'll have to figure out exactly what I'll need to do. Let's see. So I think I have to do a couple of really basic kind of bot fights here. So I've unlocked only one additional character class. I've been playing the Warden because I like swords, and the Warden has the type of sword I like. Again, I have not really actually played this game all that much, so yeah, I'm going to be checking the chat in between the fights. That's correct. I will definitely be very focused on the fight. And I can't promise I'm going to be very good at this game. I know very little about the controls of it right now. And you can let me know if the audio needs to be balanced better based on the audio stream and everything else. And I'm also going to be really bad about talking while I'm playing, so that's kind of probably my other failure. I tend to video game in silence, so I'm going to try to talk, but so I'll tell you one thing that immediately comes to mind with the controls of this game is it's hard to control your character and your fighting at the same time, at least the initial kind of getting used to the controls. I would actually liken it to when Halo first came out and everyone was trying to get used to playing Halo with the dual-stick controllers after having done something like GoldenEye for so long, or playing with a mouse and keyboard. And we all got really, really pretty good at playing Halo, console players did. But the controls seemed really wonky at first. And so I find it to be a little bit strange, but it's not impossible to learn. And finish him off with a Mordhau. How about that? Okay, so game audio is none. Give me a second. I will try to get the game audio to come in. I'll pause it real quick. Let's see here. So I'm still learning all the software to do all these different screen captures. So you're not getting any audio from this, really. Hang on just a moment. See if I just add a new audio source. Perhaps that will help. Okay, let's see. Any audio now? Well, that was easy. Okay, I'm hoping everyone can hear audio now. Is that correct? Me. Okay, so the audio is very quiet. Let me adjust the audio volume. This is why I'm doing these type of live streams now, so when I do them later, I've got all these issues worked out. Me. Let's see. So the problem is that I can only turn it up so much. So perhaps what I will do is I'll actually turn down my voice and turn the overall master up a bit. Okay, I'm going to give it a shot with the volume here. Hopefully this will be a little bit better.
Territory controls it. The world map will display the new faction control territories and move the different fronts. Fronts will define which map you will play on. A map that was controlled by the knights and is now controlled by the samurai will have many visible changes. At the end of each round, players who participated will get a reward depending on the rank of their faction in that round. Once the season ends, everyone will get rewards depending on the rank of their faction.
Alright, hopefully the audio is fixed now.
The faction war is reset and will resume after an off-season period. The world will forever be impacted by what happened in the previous seasons of For Honor.
Alright, so I've made changes to the audio. Hopefully my vocal balance to the game should be good. In theory, you hear me a little bit louder than you hear the game. Before I go into multiplayer, I'm going to go do a couple of custom bot matches so I can mess around with the different weapon types and different character types. just get a chance to try a few things out before I try to actually jump into a fight that I will probably certainly lose. So, let's see here. Maybe not. Maybe I will just go straight into multiplayer. So I actually have no idea what I'm doing with this game, so bear with me. Let's see. Customize my warden with a salvage pack. I will get around to doing that at some point. I bought a salvage pack once from yesterday. Oh, I can actually just do player versus AI. I'm going to give this a shot just so I can get used to this. So we'll see. Yeah, I've done the how to play portion, the kind of intro segment, so I've learned the controls at least as much as the intro will tell you. Alright, so this will actually be good because we'll be fighting against bots, so it'll give me a chance to not have some really experienced player completely own me initially.
Round 2.
Alright, let's see here. Ooh, I might be surrounded. Here we go. Well, thankfully someone helped me out there. You'll notice that someone just said use the aux stance. You'll notice when you go high, it's kind of a, not really an aux stance, but it's a very video game style aux stance. Why not? Yeah, it's hard to. I'm amazed when I actually try to do this. It's hard to think about how people are able to live stream and play video games at the same time and keep talking. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm surprised anyone's ever able to actually do that pretty well. Alright, so I was probably no real help in that game. Hopefully I'll get better at this as I play. So I'm actually really looking forward to doing the single player campaign. I'm actually not a big fan of multiplayer style games for the most part. Mostly because I don't really spend the time necessary to get better at them. So I'm always kind of consistently beaten by other people. Yeah, I'll try to get better combos. I have not paid a lot of attention to exactly what all of the combos are for this game yet. Let's see, someone wanted me to do a samurai, so I'll do that next. I'll go ahead and do a plug here now because I might as well. I didn't do it on either of the other live streams. I just kind of forgot. But it seems to be kind of the way live streams work. If you're enjoying it, there is the ability somewhere to do a donation to the channel. And also I'll plug my Patreon. Because why not? Wow. I'm going to try to dodge this guy's next attack, or he's just going to run from me. Which I'm going to try to catch up, but, you know. Oh, and then, of course, I died because I tried to catch up. Nice. Let's see. What did I say? His armor is more 14th or 15th century. Well, right now I'm looking at the samurai, so it's hard to say, but it's definitely a very full plate on many of these. Many of these knights, anyway. So I would say it's probably getting pretty late Middle Ages there. One thing I haven't quite figured out in this game is the stamina aspect. So I get my stamina meter pretty low, and I'm not very good at fighting past that point. Yeah, in the bio, the knight says the best armor says it's partial plate. I have to take a closer look at it. I seem to recall that I saw a lot of mail underneath kind of larger plates, which would suggest a later, or, you know, high Middle Ages, but not late. Uh-oh. Someone is ringing my doorbell, so I'll be right back. Well, thankfully, that was a very brief thing. And I'm still dead, so... Let's see here. There we go. I've been revived. Hooray! See, I haven't quite figured out the whole stamina thing yet. I'm sure I'll learn a lot of the mechanics a good bit better. Alright, and one thing I have certainly learned in this game is that getting teamed up on is nearly impossible to defend yourself against it. You'll very quickly find yourself at a disadvantage. So... Alright. I've reached level 2. Alright, what would everyone like to see next? Man with 2 axes. I don't have man with 2 axes yet, but I will do this Viking Raider. So real quick, I'm going to look at this armor. Yeah, so there's a lot of mail you see there in between the joints in the plate. You know, it's fantasy armor, let's be really clear. But in general, I would say it's probably 14th century-ish. Let's see. Somewhere there is a... One of the things I need to do at some point is go look at the combo set, the skill set. Okay, when you're being ganged up on, it fills up your rage meter. You can click it to activate it. Good to know. Are you on PC? If so, what GPU? Yeah, I'm on PC. 980 Ti, I believe, is the NVIDIA. There we go. Alright. Is it just me? I'm confused. The other thing I have not figured out is exactly how to read the map and where everyone is supposed to be. I don't see anyone else on my map, so I'm a little bit confused. So I'm just going to run around in circles trying to find people. That's really confusing.
Round 2.
Alright. Alright, I see someone over this way, finally. I think my mini-map was just broken in the last round, because I was really confused by that. Or maybe this is just a really big map and I'm having trouble finding people. Oh, someone down there. Can I go down the ladder? Yes, thank goodness. Alright.
Round 3.
Alright. Haven't quite figured out how to make this a showy fight. I'm only just barely learning the mechanics. Let's see. So someone's saying I should play Total War, things like that, or historical games. So I'm actually planning on doing some stuff with Total War mostly surrounding trying to do some recreations of battles, because that game is actually fairly realistic, and then recording those for purposes of my Historia series, actually. So I probably won't play that on a live stream. Alright. Let's do the guy with the flail. It's kind of funny. I do a video on how people with flails are not realistic. Talking about the Medieval Warfare magazine and their article on that. And of course, sure enough, that's going to be exactly what I'm going to play here. So I think I want to go back. Quit the world map. Yeah. I know about countering. If you click right trigger in the correct direction, red. Okay, and I'll try that. That must be like the heavy attack, because the light attack doesn't seem to work. Alright, I'm gonna try a player versus player. See what happens here. I'll probably get owned. I'm gonna do that with this character. I'm better at this, so if I'm gonna fight against a player, I'm gonna go with the Warden. So you can see, you have very ridiculous stances, but you have what is pretty much the key stance, and you have kind of a modified flug of sorts there.
Round one.
Let's see. Oh no! And I just lost network connection. Wow, that stunk. So I lost network connection. That completely screwed me over. Well, I won that. Okay. Both things, right button, right trigger together for quick attacks. Quick AoE attacks. Good to know. I'll give that a shot. This is mostly just playing around anyway. Let's find out how it works. The other execution here. There we go. Thank you for that. I'm learning these things. People are giving me great tips here. It's wonderful. I'm surprised. I started a live stream and 32 people are watching. That's incredible. Thank you for joining the live stream, everyone, watching me complain about how I'm not good at the game and be very boring while talking about it. Wow. And that's why you don't fight near an edge, ladies and gentlemen. actually made me feel pretty good. I can actually hold my own in this game, at least initially. All right. All right, I'm going to now take a look at scavenging gear and customizing characters a bit. So let's see. And keep in mind that this, as a beta, as an open beta, even this game is you're only seeing part of it really. So you got a couple different options in terms of breastplate design, but this one looks like it's just overall better. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Don't have any other options for my armor, but I do have a lot of options for the sword now. Well, that's a fancy handle. Feat cooldown reduction, revenge gained by defense. Sure. Go to the guard. Keep the guard I have. Go with that blade. Sure, why not? Kicked me out of the system. Apparently I was doing all that while still sitting in the system. I gotta learn all these matchmaking things. Let's see. Is there team deathmatches online? If there is, try one. It would be a deadly clash. That's true, I will actually give that a try. If you click how to fight, the menu with customize will show you all the heroes' combos. Okay, how to fight, customize. With customize. Oh, I see. There we go. So move set. Right button, right trigger. Which is some of the things I've been doing. Okay, so I've been doing those. Shoulder bash. Interesting. Hold X. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to do probably what I shouldn't do, which is a 4v4 large-scale deathmatch. Let's see what happens. Probably I'll get killed. And now this is my highest level character, so I'm going to play it again. And then I'm going to get out of this after I have done this larger fight, and I will go through some of the other characters, maybe unlock a few of them so we can take a look at them. I imagine most people who are watching this live stream actually watched live streams from some of the other people who are playing. I know Metatron did a playthrough of it. I don't know if he did a live stream, but he did a video talking about it. I think Night Squire maybe did one as well. Where's my Mountain Dew and Doritos? I have Iron Brew, my live stream drink of choice. Dear Iron Brew, that is an endorsement. Please send me free drinks.
Round one.
I actually don't like Doritos. I ate a lot of them a long time ago. I got to the point where I didn't like them anymore. My goodness. Wow. Well, I won that. That was surprising. I'm not sure. Does this give me armor? Yes. Now I understand. Alright. I think that means we won.
Round 2.
Yeah. I've learned very quickly not to fight over bridges like that. So this guy. Alright. Is there a way to kill them? There should be a way to just kill them on the ground. I find that a little bit silly. Oh, someone was revived. Can I revive this person? How do you revive? I don't know how to revive people. Does anybody know what button that is? Wow. That was unfortunate. Alright. That person won it for us, it looks like. Hold B, thank you. You'd think they'd put these things up on the screen, or at least tell you how to do it in the tutorial. But then again, I didn't do the entire tutorial, so... Alright. Try to find my way around here. Get a little bit of healing. Ooh. Very nice. Alright, not too bad. I think I did okay. Let's see. Doing very well compared to others. Well, good. I'm glad. I mean, I play a lot of video games, so it's not a huge deal for me to actually kind of jump into a game, but I also know my limitations. I am much better at games that do not require me to have good hand-eye coordination and Twitch gameplay. Alright. I'm going to go take a look at some of the other classes, so... Let's see. Oh, can I not leave? Oh, there we go. So, I'm going to go do multiplayer, duel and brawl, player versus AI. I'm gonna go with the ball and chain shield guy for this one, and I'll recruit some of these other characters in a moment. Give them a shot. I only played this guy once yesterday. It was kind of like the last thing I really did. I like that he can kind of keep the momentum on the ball and chain going. The gameplay in this game is interesting. It's enjoyable. It's simplistic in some ways, but at the same time, it gives you just enough of variety that you're gonna take it as a bit of a challenge. So I'm gonna try what someone was saying is blocking against or attacking against an attack to counter, or not. The person's just not gonna attack me. It's hard to do. Whoa! Hit the back button by accident. Oh, I see. Alright, that makes sense. I like that. Oh, I just lost against AI. It was like AI is better at this game than players are. That's unusual.
Round 2.
Go. I don't know why the camera was zooming out just then. It was actually a little bit disorienting. It's weird when the game does something like that. So yeah, you can charge up the strong move with the ball and chain. I'm gonna try to get better at this countering. The problem with that is if you don't counter correctly, then you end up doing a bad move. Wow. Yeah, when you're trying to counter, because you have to do it with your heavy move, a character like this takes a really long time to wind up. You end up just, completely missing and exposing yourself the entire time. Seems like a bad strategy with certain character classes, I suppose. Why this guy's backing way into the bushes here. Ah. Here we go.
Round 5.
Yeah, it seems like I'm trying to parry too early. Parry only when it flashes. It's true. It's just that I'm trying. I'm going off of what the indications are of the character model more so than I am the indications on the screen. There we go. Let's execute. I don't think that's how that works, but alright. I don't think you're gonna knock someone's head off with a ball and chain like that. It actually reminds me of a scene from The Messenger, that Joan of Arc movie with Mila Jovovich. There's a scene where they have this ridiculous anti-siege weapon. Alright, let's see. Try a different... I want to try this guy. Why is she holding a knife and a sword? Because fantasy. Someone just posted on the internet not too long ago an actual art depiction source from the Middle Ages that has a knight wielding two swords, two single-handed swords. Thought it was pretty interesting. Wow, this character is fast. Go. Yeah, it's very interesting to change to a character that's going to be speed-based instead of, like, tank-based, as it were. The speed is very interesting. It actually makes the cadence of the game a little bit more difficult in some ways to make that change all of a sudden. But it also means I can get in quicker on the attacks, which is nice. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, using terrain when it's beneficial. Yeah, I do that periodically. I also find it to be a really quick way to end a fight, and I really kind of want to get better at the fight itself. Wow. Definitely trying to go too early there. Wow! That's how you lose quickly. Okay, long-range pokes that inflict bleeds. Alright. Give that a shot. I was gonna see what the AoE style, or if they have one on this. That is that. Okay. Oof. Very nice. I feel like in some ways the camera is a little bit too close to the characters, and at the same time it's not. It's very strange. Left stick backwards while attack does a bleeding attack. Okay. Gotcha. Oh man. So one of the big problems I've actually had with this game focuses a lot more on Ubisoft and their Uplay system and their servers being down all the time, which is why I'm still getting that. So I recruited this individual, did I not? How did I play it without recruiting? That's weird. I want to play a berserker. What's the difference between recruiting and playing? I guess I can level up the character once I recruit them. I see. I can play all characters without recruiting. Cool. Understood. I kind of figured that might be it. I figured I just have to recruit them in the first place, but it's what I expected. This game looks gorgeous. They did a really good job making it look nice. Ubisoft has always been pretty good at that, though. Wow. See, now in a fight, that's the dishonorable thing to do right there. A crotch kick is just wrong. And I mean, I'd rather be decapitated first, you know? It's... Alright, so the lesson for here is don't fight on bridges, because this is what happens. Don't fight on bridges, guys.
Round 3.
Alright. Yeah, I really enjoy this game. It's, I'm sure once you get really, really good at it, there's going to certainly be an element of when you're playing against other people who are really, really good at it, that it's going to get really intense. It's kind of, I would almost liken this, in some ways, in how I would imagine the experience is going to be a little bit like Rocket League, in that you're always going to come up against players who are better than you, but you'll probably have fun no matter what. And yeah, this is fun. You know, it's a glorified rock, paper, scissors in a way, to some extent. And I would say that I probably would have preferred it not just for historical accuracy reasons, but I'm not going to harp on that because I don't really, when it comes to video games, I don't really care that much. But it would have been nice for them to use 4 openings instead of 3. So instead of having left, right, and top, to do like top, right, top, left, that type of thing. But you know, whatever. Only equip custom gear. Don't look at me. So, all right. I'm gonna play for a little bit longer. This live stream's been going on for about an hour. I probably will jump off around that time, not to stream for too long. So, all right. So this is more the traditional samurai right here with a slightly more katana style blade. Oh no! There we go. Why are they using swords instead of guns? Ah, yes, because then this would be Call of Duty, I'm sure. The real question is, how long do you think it'll be before they have some sort of DLC that is related to Assassin's Creed? This has characters with names.
Round 3.
Does it? I'm actually not sure what you're referring to there. Talking about the bot name? Right. Wow. All I'm going to get is these server issues. Alright, I got a couple more of these characters to try out, just to give them a shot. I have not yet done the Warlord, and I have not yet done the Peacekeeper. So I'm going to start with the Peacekeeper. And I'll move on to the Warlord to wrap up this live stream.
Round 1.
Oh yeah, had somebody recruit this hero and he had a name. I think the name there in that case is the class, the type of little backflip there. The type of character you're playing. Jeez. Wow. When you get the cadence off in fighting, it goes downhill really fast. It's amazing how quickly you will die if you start hitting the wrong buttons at the wrong times. Alright. Yeah, I don't think it's characters with their own personalities. Realistically, I think there's named characters realistically only happen in the campaign, which is then part of the storyline, so... Try to guard break and then light attack for a stabbing attack.
Round 4.
Man. So apparently there's the ability to do some sort of taunt type thing. I don't know how to do that. Anyone know how to do that? How do I jump down? Oh, well, too late. Yeah, probably better to dodge than parry. You're probably absolutely right. I haven't really mastered the dodging mechanic yet. I always seem to dodge into the attack, which is not always great. Alright, one more character to try here. And that is the Warlord. So one of my biggest concerns with this game is going to be DLC and customization. I'm really concerned they're going to go into the microtransaction realm relatively quickly in order to get additional money off of people, and they'll end up having to buy interesting armor and all of that. And when it comes to games that I haven't paid money for, I'm always happy to buy customizable things and do things that, you know, support the game that I haven't paid for, but jeez. See, that was the problem, me trying to parry, and I was just failing terribly. But I'm worried that the microtransactions is going to enter into this game. We've seen it happen with a lot of even AAA style games way too much recently. And I did buy the Ultimate Edition or whatever it is of this game. Alright, come on. Attack me! There we go. Nice. It's interesting. Looking at the sword details.
Round 3.
Alright. Try this one. Alright. Yeah, I really quite enjoyed this game. I do think I'll be, do taunts the same way I do as executions, okay? I think I'm going to enjoy the single player more than I will multiplayer, because I can see it being a little bit more repetitive. I think that the game modes where you're doing like the capture the flag styles will be a lot more fun. Man. So my stamina went down pretty quickly there. There we go. Yeah, so they confirm you'll be able to buy cosmetic items with microtransactions, but you won't be able to buy better gear that way. You'll be able to also unlock every cosmetic item by playing. So, yes, as long as they don't go into the process of forcing you to buy, forcing you to have to buy to ever get to the items. If you can earn it, great. But if they make the earning such a grind that you never actually get around to getting the item you want, I'm less inclined to be appreciative of that, especially from a $60 game. They should be able to give you the stuff pretty quickly. Are there plate armors, or is it early? Yeah, earlier on when I was playing with the Warden, you can see there's plate armor. It's transitional, more or less, but it's fantasy as well. It's very fantasy looking. All right, yeah. I mean, overall, I've got a very good first impression of this game. I think I enjoy it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play. I'm going to look forward to playing the actual campaign. I think that the variety that will provide, so you're not just feeling like you're just fighting, but you're getting to do a lot more of that interactions with environments and characters, having boss fights, and things like that are going to be much more fun to do, in my opinion anyway. Multiplayer will certainly be something I'll probably dabble in, but I don't see it being something that will capture my attention long term, and I would worry that it would become very samey. I'm very curious to see what they will do to improve the game over time as well, what features they might unlock. And I'm also very, very interested to see what happens to this game as a franchise. Because, I mean, you look at something like Assassin's Creed, they bled that thing dry, right? As an intellectual property, there's way too many Assassin's Creed games, and really only like 2 good ones. So I'd be worried that they try to do too much with this. And I'm also a little bit worried that they will be a little bit too focused on kind of the professional gaming scene and trying to make this into one of those kind of esports titles, which wouldn't bother me all that much. I mean, you see right here, talking about Twitch and Let's Play streams, and heck, I'm doing it right now, right? But if that becomes their focus, then I think that sometimes they miss out on things that I actually enjoy more in a video game, which is going to be storyline, setting, good gameplay, that kind of thing. Alright, let's see what some of the questions are, comments here. Are there slimmer long swords for the knights? Are they all oversized? I think they're probably all going to be oversized, but I don't actually know. And I'm not certain that what is represented in this beta is everything in the game either. Alright. Well, everyone, I appreciate you taking the time to watch the live stream. You know, for me not having announced it, seeing 30 people is really, really awesome. So I really appreciate everyone joining. Just as a reminder, don't forget, check out my Patreon page. I would appreciate that. I will always continue to make videos, but Patreon obviously helps to support it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. This will end up on my channel in a couple hours, I think. So, cool. Alright, have a good day, everyone. Talk to you all later.